to be honest with you. I had something completely different planned for this video. After all, it's only my second one, and I really want to avoid that dreaded sophomore slump. However, some fans on Facebook requested that I cover the new Thundercats. Sadistic bastards. Because to cover the new Thundercats, that means I have to watch the new Thundercats. Now, in my first video, I made it no secret that before I destroyed the new He-Man, that I'd actually watched it ahead of time. However, and for very good reason, I have not seen the 2011 Thundercats. I'm going to keep the camera rolling while I watch it. And that means you are going to see my genuine first-time reaction to the Thundercats remake. But before I get to that, I need to touch some things that I missed in the last video. First of all, I neglected to mention, bringing up the Masters of the Universe v. Looney Tunes argument. In the 2002 He-Man, Cringer meowed. Yes, he's a tiger who meowed, like SpongeBob's pet snail.
For real? Fuck that! That is a tiger!
Now in the old He-Man, what Cringer would constantly do before he was transformed into Battle Cat is he would shake and he would, get this, cringe, like his name literally fucking suggests. Cringer was a fraidy cat, but the new He-Man makes him meow like a little pussycat. Never before has that phrase had such an emphatic double meaning. That'd be like if He-Man's pet was a wolf and it yipped like a chihuahua before they transformed. But it's funny that the request I got was for Thundercats, because in my debut video I mentioned how one, Mumra made an appearance in the 2002 He-Man, and two, He-Man's sword actually looked more like Lion-O's sword. Speaking of those two incidents, both of them took place in that one scene that I showed you from the new He-Man cartoon. And everything else I forgot to cover is in that scene. So, let's break it down. First of all, Adam, who looks gayer than usual, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. I realized Adam's supposed to be a doofus before he transforms, unlike his twin sister. Because you see, without She-Ra, Adora, and she can still fight. Adora's a bit of a warrior. She's kind of like Teela. But without transforming into He-Man, Prince Adam is just...
Motherfucker, you're a fat.
And then this new He-Man cartoon decided, okay, Adam looks kind of like a fruit and he's a freaking goof. How can we make him look more like a fruit? So yeah, Adam, who looks fruitier than before, picks up He-Man's sword and by the power of Grayskull. I mean, at least the old Adam still had some bass in his voice. By the power of Grayskull. No, now we get by the power of Grayskull. And then the lighting and the fireworks and whatnot shine from Castle Grayskull. I kind of see what they were going for. They want to make it seem like, oh, this is spreading across the universe. Everyone's taking notice. So we see a unidentified blue Yeti looking thing. And then we get a shot of Skeletor. Yes, I actually showed Skeletor in my first video. And then there were two more things that were shown. Now me, I was a little too focused on the last part, Mumra. Now I guess, again, I can kind of see what they were going for. You know, that whole crossover effect. But you know what? You know, I would love to see I would love to see Chitara battle Evil Lyn in a crossover cartoon. I'd love to see Lion-O battle Skeletor. I'd love to see He-Man battle Mumra. But if he's just gonna make a 2-second appearance to look up, oh, where's that light coming from? Then what the fuck is the point? Why bring him into He-Man? I think they were just trying to pile on as much 80s as possible to appease us old school fans. Not unlike putting a whipped cream and a cherry on top of a turd, hoping us children of the 80s would eat up. Hell no. Now here's something I overlooked, which I really shouldn't have overlooked. In between Skeletor and Mumra, it was a My Little Fucking Pony. So I can only imagine. I went on this whole 18-minute rant proving how much the new He-Man fucking sucks while overlooking 1 or 2 seconds that could have just ended the argument altogether right there. I can imagine myself arguing with the New Age fan. Oh, excuse me there, 80s kind of guy, but do you have any evidence to support the claim that your primitive, outdated He-Man is better than the one we grew to know and love 11 years ago? Why yes, half-witted New Age fans, I do. You see, your He-Man has My Little Fucking Pony! End of the argument. Now, I can only hope that no matter how much this may suck, yeah, obviously I'm not going into this with high expectations, I can only hope and pray that the new Thundercats did as much justice to Chitara as the new He-Man admittedly did to Teela. Oh yeah, Chitara, you remember. Chitara is like the Phoebe Cates of the animal kingdom. You remember Phoebe Cates, don't you? Phoebe Cates stars in a couple of movies that are going to go head-to-head in my next video. You know, the one I was originally going to do this time around. Oh, Phoebe Cates. Talk about your 80s icons. I can't wait to cover the movies that she was in my next video. But, you know, as great as those are, there's another movie. More specifically, another scene that she's a little more well known for.
Hi, Brad. You know how cute I always thought you were.
Hey, Phoebe Cates' husband, Kevin Kline. How's it going? How's it going? I'm just making a video. You know, entertaining the fans. By the way, I loved you and Dave. Hated you in Wild Wild West. What? Who did somebody say? Who? Now, unlike last time where I had an action figure of She-Ra in my possession, I'm afraid I don't have anything Thundercats related. I don't remember if I had any Thundercats toys as a kid. I was more of a He-Man kind of guy. But they are definitely gone now, if I had anything. At the place where I buy all my vintage, nostalgic type memorabilia, the same day that I bought my She-Ra and that other chick, I actually saw a Lion-O. but I don't really have 20/20 vision. So I saw it and I got a little excited and I walked up to it and I picked it up and I put it right back down immediately. Because, you see, the She-Ra I have is a new toy. It was not made in the 80s. It's relatively new. However, that is a toy of classic She-Ra. That's how She-Ra looked when I was a child. That's where these fond childhood memories come from. That's the She-Ra I know and love. The Lion-O, on the other hand, after taking one quick look, I could tell that's not classic Lion-O. It was new animation. Yeah. So, because of the way he looked, and I saw right through it, I just couldn't purchase it. And doesn't really present a good omen for what I'm about to watch. But in any event, yes, once again, I don't have any Thundercats figures to show you in my hands. But if it's any consolation, I got a Snork. It's holding a baseball bat. Come along with the Snork. Swim along with the Snork. Do the underwater smurf, underwater smurf, underwater smurf with the baseball bat. I know, I'm stalling. And I think I've stalled long enough. Time to rip this Band-Aid off. Shut up!
You think I'm crazy, don't you?
I think you're different.
While you will one day wear the crown, Lion-O, only the Eye of Thundera, source of our power, knows if there is indeed a king inside of you.
That's it. Concentrate.
Something approaches! Sound the alarm! Loss. But today, we shall celebrate the return of Thundera's greatest general.
Forget it. Looking for mercy from cats is like trying to squeeze water from a stone.
Hold your tongue, fool! They'll kill us!
No. I want to hear this. You're not taking this criminal seriously.
Great king. But such honors must be reserved for the bloodline. Lion-O also will make a great king.
Dinner is served. Why, thank you, kind sir.
What is...
God. What the fuck? I'll admit, I've been lethargic through most of this video, a little bit tired, wasn't really looking forward to watching Thundercats, the remake, and now I know why. That shit almost completely put me to sleep. And then at the end, it kind of woke me up because I got adrenaline shooting through my body because I'm so fucking pissed off. They did, okay, they go the whole time not showing Mumra. I actually had to go fucking find a different video on YouTube to see Mumra. Instead, what we get to cap off this piece of fucking cow dung of an episode is fucking Snarf looking in a giant ruby making faces at himself. Riddle me this. How the fuck does Snarf get more annoying when he doesn't even talk? What the fuck? Snarf is like the nails on Lion-O's glove scratching a chalkboard that 20 people took a shit under. That's the kind of sensation, whether he talks or whether he doesn't. Fuck it. Oh my god. And then the animation is anime. Okay, you know, some people like anime, I don't. I won't hold that against them. But, oh god, Chitara, sorry, that didn't cut it for me. They gave her a nice bod and all, but the old animation, here's the difference. There is a big difference between big, poofy, hot chick 80s hair and then big, poofy hair that's big and poofy because fucking it hasn't been combed or washed and it's dirty. And Chitara looked mangy. She really did. She looked mangy. And the storyline, I mean, the whole thing in general was fucking, if it wasn't annoying, it was fucking boring. And, you know, people got to stop doing prequels, okay? If you're doing a prequel of a certain kind of man or cat, what have you, don't do a prequel, okay? Because that, we've seen the masculinity of Darth Vader and now Lion-O killed by fucking prequels. The little backstory Thundercats did. And then, that YouTube video I looked at of Mumra, what the motherfuck? I don't know who he was talking to. I saw just the fucking, you know, the other point of view, just Mumra. He's fucking, there was actually a side-by-side comparison of the Mumra transformation from 1985 and 2011. The 1985 Mumra is alone, and then he transforms, and he actually transforms pretty quickly, and it actually looks more intimidating. But then in 2011, Mumra's talking to somebody, and he says, "Oh, looks can be deceiving. This isn't my true form. Oh, the evil spirits, rah, 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 rah." And then he also takes longer to transform than the 1985 Mumra. Now think about this. If you're confronting someone like that, what the fuck? Why are you gonna let him transform? That's like someone looking at you and saying, "Oh, but little do you know." I mean, they warn you. He warns them, "Hey, this isn't my true form. Oh, my true form is much more powerful." It's like saying, "Oh, hey, you think you got the upper hand, but you see, I have a holster. And I'm gonna open my jacket and reach for my gun. And I'm gonna do it slowly." Oh, are you gonna fucking let someone do that? Damn, whoever the fuck was confronting Mumra in 2011, break that sumbitch's hip before he summons the evil spirits. What the fuck? And now he has, like I said, I wasn't the biggest, more of a He-Man guy, but I wasn't the biggest Thundercats fan in the past, but I'm pretty fucking sure Mumra didn't have wings. The new one's got these fucking gargoyle wings now. Why? Why is that fucking necessary? Oh! Whoever suggested that I watch Thundercats, I mean, good idea, but you're assholes. What the fuck did you just subject me to? Oh my god. Well, I guess that's it for this video. But you know what? I'm so pissed off that y'all don't even deserve the teeniest, tiniest hint of what the next video is going to be about. And I'm not giving you any hint whatsoever. Good God, what the fuck? I'm wearing shades and yet it's bright in here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. First bullshit ass Thundercats, now this. Ah, that's better. No bright lights.